I'm going to introduce our Mountain Quick Draw 24 liter or MQD24. As the name implies, this is in our mountain line, and this is EVERGOODS' version of sort of the classic alpine sack. Your traditional alpine bags, they've got sort of this lid attachment or brain piece that comes over two buckles that you have to unclip, and you pull the top part off and it's flopping around, and then you got the draw cord and you got to open the thing. There's kind of a lot of steps to get into the bag, and then you got to do all those steps to close the bag back up and keep going. So we try to just understand what those steps were and what they're for, and then try to just reduce it to one motion. So the bag is open, I can get in and get my things, and the bag is closed and I'm ready to go again. So that's the quick draw part of this bag. To accomplish this opening, we worked with a buckle company on a custom cord lock for this piece here. The cord lock serves a couple of functions. First of all, it's surface mounted, so it's attached to the face of the bag. So that provides 2 points to pull against in order to open the bag. And then same for closing it. You can pull against it to close the bag. And secondly, it utilizes a cam action. A lot of cord locks just use a spring with friction in order to hold the cord. This cord lock actually has a circular part that cams, so that as the cord tries to pull back through, it locks shut. So even when this bag is really heavy and loaded, this lid stays closed securely. The other nice thing about the cam is that it provides a lot of friction in that direction, but really low friction in the closing direction. So easy to close this way and will not come open this way unless you actuate the button. The other piece that goes along with this system is kind of this center handle. This is a really great way to just kind of handle the bag, kind of swing it around and use it. And it also allows you to open the bag and pull something out without setting it down. On the front of the bag, there's just sort of simple stretch pocket. This is really, useful for just shoving a hat or gloves real quick. You can also use this pocket to contain this cord if you want it neat and tidy or worried about it hanging up on stuff. And putting the cord in this pocket does not hinder the opening of the bag. Comes right out, easy, no problem. Down in the bottom of this stretch pocket, we left 2 little cutouts here. So that moisture, dirt, and debris from gloves or whatever can just sort of passively leave the bag. So there's a handle at the center back, so you can handle the bag like this. We've got a side handle for swinging it around and moving it around camp like that. From this side position here, we've also provided a side opening, so you can get deep down into the bottom of the bag. And inside, in the face of this, on the inside, there's a mesh pocket that's accessible from this area, so you can get at your little snacks, maybe a first aid kit, or other items. On the face of the bag, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of really just simple daisy chain. If you needed to lace or lash equipment to the outside of the bag, that's available for you. The back panel of this bag's got plenty of curve to go around the shoulders for comfortable fit and carry. And then in this space here, we put a little pocket up top. So this can be for your small items, fragile things, glasses, keys on a key leash there, and just stuff that you want a quick access to. I'm gonna throw this back on. Oops. So the harness has got this rounded shape for comfortable carry. We also put on a hip belt. This is a pretty minimal belt. It's really more for load stabilization more than load carry. So it keeps the bag tight to you if you're moving, and it's easily removable. There's a sternum strap up front. Pulls closed this way. You can take it off and flip it around, so you can pull closed this way if you're left-handed, and the sternum strap also is removable if you don't want to deal with it. There's hydration compatibility, so there's these 2 really low-profile bladder ports that just come right over the shoulder. You can draw this hose out and use it. If you're done with it, you can sort of slide it back up in there to stow it if you want, or you could use some cordage or one wrap to attach it here to this sternum anchor point. So you've got some options there for hydration. So this side zipper you can use to swing the bag around the side here, get into the bag, and like I said, this little mesh pocket in here for your small items, easily accessible while wearing. Side handle. And like I said, this web belt is removable. It's just a simple tri-glide, so this belt comes off easily. Let's go into the inside of the bag and take a look. Again, quick draw opening, pretty quick and easy. This lid is nice. You can also kind of roll this down, sort of for the initial packing. You know, if you're at camp and you want to sort of stuff everything in there, that's pretty easy to do. So little row of daisy chains here for these little items that maybe you want to just keep at the top or keep secure. So inside the lining here on each side, we left a little opening in between the lining and the shell. There's these kind of long slot pockets. This is a great place to keep this webbing belt if you're not using it. You can just kind of ride in there. It's super out of the way, but always be there if you need it. Actually, when we were developing this bag, it was ski season, and I really wanted a place to keep like probe and shovel handle. So we sized the depth of these pockets for sort of this type of equipment. And your avalanche kit is kind of there at the ready, but the center is still open and easy to work from. And way down in here, there's also a stretch pocket. Right now I've got a bladder in there. This is the outdoor bag, but it'll also fit a tablet or sort of smaller 13-inch laptop if you're around town. Another nice feature about this lid I was talking about. So when you're packing this bag back up, you just keep putting things in here. And you're kind of full there, and then you got one more piece of gear or maybe a helmet you don't know where to put. This lid will accept some overstuffing. So you put your helmet goes in there, and then you just kind of rip it closed. It might not close all the way, but with the cam action of this cord lock, your equipment is secure inside. So another cool benefit of this lid is if you're kind of up high and gotta open this up and work from it, you're feeling kind of shaky and nervous, it sort of gives you a nice little work area that's kind of contained if you think you're going to drop something, or maybe it just gives you a safe little place to work. The textiles in this bag, the shell is a high tenacity nylon. It's 420 denier. It's a balanced weave nylon, so it has equal strength in the warp and the weft, and it has a polyurethane coating on the back. And inside for the lining is also high tenacity nylon. This one has really high thread count. It's super tightly woven. And it has a polyurethane coating on the back, and it also has a silicone coating on the face. So equipment kind of slides in and out of the bag pretty easily, and the silicone gives it a lot of water resistance. It's quite weather resistant. And that is our Mountain Quick Draw 24.